So this is our normal time, right?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds about right.
Yeah, this is the time we normally start the show.
This is how we used to do it old school. Come on now.
That's true. We did do the show at 8 o'clock when we were recording and not
live. All these East Coast and Central and Mountain Time people messing with my life. All I need to know is Pacific Time.
It's true, because they do tend to do that. Look at the Long Family cosplay. What the fuck is that, James?
Who? Where? What? How?
Oh man. Well, I'm excited. Apparently, Jahmez is excited.
I'm excited. Let's go.
I take it you guys didn't want to go into the streaming room. It's been a while. James is still in the closet. Let's get the show started.
Easy. Fucking personal business.
Distance nerding.
Oh,
ladies and
hey and ho.
Hey ho, hey ho. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week. It's later than usual, but it's fine. It's Taco Tuesday still. And you know what that means? Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching and listening, experiencing all of the distance nerding glory.
Part of the Comic-Con podcast radio, Comic-Con radio pod family of pods, something like that. Step Brothers, I don't know.
We'll go with that. He's our invisible woman. It's Jahmez 5000.
I didn't write that. He's the clown that gets sacrificed to the lions. Oh, that's good. It's Young Phil.
and
we're here to nerd together. Nailed it for the 182nd time. Oh, my goodness. We're talking about anything, pop culture, news, movies, food, music, wrestling, gladiators, arenas, lions, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on all the places on the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you'd like to send us an email, you have that chance. It is easy to do. All you got to do is email us at dist.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, we could start at this time every week, right? But it's all the East Coast people. All the East Coast people, they're like, oh, I need my beauty sleep. Yeah, it's late over here. I don't know. Hey, just live on West Coast time. That's the only time that matters, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We get all the shows earlier instead of like midnight. It's like at 9 p.m. Come on now.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we should do. We should just lay our feet down and do it.
Yes.
And it's nerding at AOL.com. And we will read that email on the show. Jahmez, it's been a while, man.
It has been a while, and I'm already upsetting some of the people in the chat. So
no, okay, just Woody. It's one of my Ranger buddies right there, man. Hey, bro, I'm at the gym on the East Coast. I mean, it's true. He's
okay. You're right. Sorry about that. We're just here to pump you up. To pump you up. Yeah. You
have to do it now. You have to pump it up.
Your quads and you gluteus maximus.
100%.
It really is.
We're gonna get to that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it, because you have now stumbled into the best or probably worst kept secret on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching The Download.
Look at those graphics.
I know. Nice. We need all the rest of our graphics to start matching that.
Yeah, I mean, I never get to see the graphics, so that's nice. That's awesome.
I know. Because you're never on the show on time.
Yeah, it happens.
When you show up an hour late to the show, but I mean, it worked out tonight where,
you need to adjust. It's not that we're just on Pacific time, but we're also on Filipino time.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that. You of all people need to understand. No,
I get that. We're on CP time. We're on Pinoy time.
Yeah, exactly.
All of that, we're on there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. This week on deck, we've got the Geekend update.
The Silver Age is upon us. Time to double down. All right.
Oh, yeah. Got lights, camera, reaction.
Wax on, wax off. Hell yeah. It'll make sense later.
It will. Starting rumors.
Is Batman coming to the MCU?
You know what? I think he is. And
he is too.
We're going to get that amalgam universe.
Yes.
Exactly.
Another Batman is coming to the MCU, I should say.
Right. No, you're right. And of course, rounding it off, the download.
Is Feige's alternate reality. It's Feige's alternate reality, and we're just living in it. That's how it's supposed to read it. Can you edit that in the post? Edit that in the post.
No, I'll fix that in post.
Fix that in post.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't mess it up.
DeLong Family Cosplay saying Filipino time. Is that why you won't be there till Sunday at Silver Age?
Pretty much. Pretty much
on straight up Filipino time on there. But before we get into all of the fun stuff and all the things we got to talk about, the people we love the most out there, ladies and gentlemen. But first, let me get a shout out.
Shout out to Poddex. In fact, this episode is my glasses are very dirty. That's not what that says.
That's cold-blooded, man.
No.
Dubby, it's an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Now, Dubby has neurofactors. What makes it different from all the other stuff that's out there? Neurofactor is a neurotropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10. Get 10% off your order. Just to throw it out there, Sandra, Betty, and DeLong Family Cosplay just ordered a bunch of Dubby.
Ooh, they're gonna have some Dubby. They're gonna be all, ooh yeah, they're gonna be all giddied up for Silver.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Cream rises.
Cream rises, yeah. Cream rises to the top, yeah. Oh yeah, dig it. Okay, so graphics department needs an update. And add the hydration. This is actually the graphics directly from Dubby's website, so or from Dubby's marketing site. So,
oh yes, applied graphics. Talk to them. Talk to the Dubby. Okay, all right.
Exactly. So let's jump into this, guys. It's time to get into some fun stuff because it's now time for the Geekend update.
Burr, burr. Distance Nerding is on Comic-Con Radio. Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, A Comic Conversation, via ComicConRadio.com. Look for a Distance Nerding podcast, even this episode, and a new Comic Conversation each week on ComicCon-Radio.com/podcast. Pop it in the chat. Good thing Should Do isn't here to do the popping of that in the chat.
The popping of that?
Yes.
The popping of things in chats.
And we're going to be adding more comic conversations very, very soon.
Actually, yeah, that's something that I've been trying to make a point of working on, so I will have those out soon. I promise.
Oh yeah, comic conversation, talking to the celebs. I see how it is. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the props going out from Matthew Aguilar saying, "I love the Macho Man impression." And I'm sure he's talking about yours.
He's definitely not talking about mine. It's like that Macho Man voice gets stuck in your head, and like you can't get it out of your head.
And that's why Machoverse is constantly Macho Man all the time.
I love Machoverse. Shout out to Machoverse.
Shout out to Machoverse. But I think
such a cool dude.
You can't get Macho Man's voice out of his head. So he's like, I'm just gonna be Macho Man all the time.
Gotta lean into it. Okay, Miss Elizabeth says if you can't beat it, join him. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
What to do, Miss Elizabeth? Yeah. When I come around to the other side, telling them all about the things and around. Yeah.
Round and around, Mean Gene. Oh yeah.
If you know Macho Man, you know that's a thing. You just hear me going off mic, and you're just like, "What the fuck is he saying?" It's a Macho Man. Macho Man used to do that so much.
Such wrestling nerds.
Oh
Such
yeah, we are.
nerds.
Absolutely are. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Comic-Con Radio, but we talked about this last week with Dave. We're bringing it up again. Where are we going this in what 2 weeks? In a week?
Yeah, July 13th and 14th, Saturday and Sunday, Reno, Nevada, Silver Age Comic-Con 2024. This is exciting. The Reno Sparks Convention Center. It's a really nice convention center, by the way.
It is.
It's a really nice facility. It's going to be so awesome. We're going to talk to Gigi Edgley from Farscape, Spencer Wilding from Game of Thrones and Star Wars and Game of Thrones. Yes.
Everything, dude. Everything.
And Guardians.
Oh, yeah, Guardians. He has been in it.
Yeah, exactly. He's so cool. So cool. Bob Carter, who is amazing. I love that dude. He's like one of my new favorite dudes. He may have taken your place, like in my MySpace top 8. I think he took your space.
I would love to have him not just come on the show and interview him, but like I'd love him to just come on the show in general and like co-host with us. The dude is like he's a massive D&D nerd, but on top of that, he's just a nerd in general.
And he's like conspiracy theory nerd, where it's like not like conspiracy theories, but like nerd topic conspiracy theories. He is amazing. Well,
oh my god,
what was that one movie where he was like, and this movie is a Star Wars movie? What movie was that? I'll get back to it. Anyway, Bob Carter, he's amazing. Dragon Ball Z, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, One Piece. He's awesome. Speaking of Dale D. Kelly, he's the narrator from Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
We'll be there. Actually, we're going to be doing 2 panels, one with Bob and another with Bob and with Dale. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. And this time around, because remember last year we had 3 different Dragon Ball Z actors, but from 3 different seasons, or 2 were Dragon Ball Z, 1 was Dragon Ball GT. In this one, they actually did work together in a season. Like there was a season where the both of them were in the show. I don't know if they worked together on that because I think the narrator recorded separate from all the characters, but still, you know, like
I think Dale did a couple characters as well, so we'll have to ask when we meet up with them.
Dale specifically did some characters during the Namek saga, and that's where Bob played Captain Ginyu.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Okay, who else we got? Oh, Paul T. Taylor. I'm a little freaked out by this because he played Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Yeah.
In Hellraiser Judgment. And I saw the photos and I'm like, I think I'm a little freaked out. So we might have to switch seats. You may have to sit next to him. Is that okay?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, good.
We're going to be talking with Christina Kelly from One Piece. So all of our anime fans out there, you know, make your way there, talk to Christina Kelly. And of course, the one that's got me stupid excited because we all know I'm a massive View Askew nerd and I love everything that Kevin Smith has done. They weren't supposed to be there at all. In all reality, because in the interview that we did last week, it was explained to us that they really weren't supposed to be there. But a last minute get from Clerks and the View Askew universe, Brian O'Halloran and Marilyn Gigliotti, and that's a big deal for me.
That's a big deal for all of us.
Yeah.
Because that's like Clerks OG, you know?
Yeah. Well, Brian has been in like every movie. He's played if he wasn't playing not Randall, what's his name? I'm blanking right now. And he was
in every View Askew movie.
He has been so he's been in every View Askew movie. In Mallrats, he played one of the dudes in the dating game scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like Brian O'Halloran has played a character in every View Askew movie, whether it was his character from Clerks or not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And Marilyn Gigliotti has what was just in the first Clerks and in Clerks 3.
Mm-hmm. Dante, by the way.
Dante. That's why did I not remember that name? Because I'm like Randall. I know Randall because Randall's the shit talking one.
Yeah.
But Dante, who was based on Kevin Smith to begin with,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, Brian doesn't just play Dante. He's played a couple other characters within View Askew, but more like throwaway characters. But
Yeah.
his most prominent character is Dante.
Yeah. And shout out to Ming Chen because he helped set this all up that Brian and Marilyn are coming. So shout out to Ming. That's awesome.
Friend of the show, Ming Chen.
Yes.
That
How
is-
cool is it that Dave, from Colossus Girl Entertainment is like, hey, maybe we should listen to young Phil and start getting people from like Mallrats and the Askew universe. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny because like I at this point I'm actually friends with Ming Chen, and yeah, Ming Chen is like an awesome dude. Supposedly we may be seeing more of him next year.
Yes,
on the con circuit.
That's awesome. He's a good dude. Very cool dude.
Yeah.
He seems very genuine. So, and don't forget, so we have all those guests coming, tons of artists. Like I think Tubi's going to be there. Luis Rivera is going to be there. I forgot there was somebody else. I forgot who else. There's a bunch of other artists that are coming. Kyber Cave is going to be there.
Yeah.
I just saw that they posted that Kyber Cave is going to be selling some sabers. So get your sabers ready, y'all. It's going to be fun. Going to be good to hang out with Van and some of the crew. That'll be good.
Absolutely. No, it's always good seeing them. I love everybody over at Kyber Cave. They're
And we saw them at Powerhouse, but Powerhouse was like so fast and so quick. We had like no time to like wind down. But Silver Age being 2 days,
yeah,
we can kick it.
It does calm it down a little bit for us. We've got a little bit more time that we can, kind of move around at. So it's gonna be a good time, guys. If you are not in the Reno area, it is not hard to get to Reno. Make your way to Reno, July 13th, 14th. Get yourself some tickets. Of course, discounted tickets on silverage.com, silveragecomiccon.com. Head over to silveragecomiccon.com right now. Get yourself some tickets. Come and hang out with us. Come and hang out with all the celebrity guests. Have a good time, guys. We will see you there.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, speaking of DeLong family, they're setting up. This is what I love about the Silver Age Comic Con.
They set up, so it's happening.
Yes, and I love the Colossus Girl cons. They're very community oriented, and the Long family huge in the cosplay community. They're setting up a Marvel meetup. I don't know what days, but check the Silver Age Instagram account, and they'll let you know like when it's happening. But shout out to the Long family for doing that. That's cool. Yeah, bringing the community together.
This is the second year that they've done a Marvel meetup at Silver Age, and last year was pretty successful too, so it's pretty awesome.
I like it. All right, let's get into some. We have trailers, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Let's get right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some lights, camera, reaction.
Quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dream team that is in the house. All right, sorry.
All right. What are we starting with?
Let's start out with the one that's happening soonest. Well, I guess there's two, but let's start with this one because it's my fave. Cobra Kai season 6. Oh my god, this is the one thing about Netflix though. It's Cobra Kai season 6 part 1.
Yeah,
this is what their new thing. They're breaking up the seasons into multiple parts or something like that. So
they explained it. They said that the reason that they're doing that is because it prolongs the content and makes people have to come back and see. It makes it so that they get return viewers and people aren't just canceling their subscriptions.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with it because we get to talk about it for longer, and I'm okay with that. And it the stress level of like, hey, this just dropped, and now I gotta binge like 8+ episodes. Whereas, when you got kids, it's hard to stay up until 3, 4 in the morning sometimes to watch all these shows, but it makes it more digestible for the masses. For the masses.
The Long Family Cosplay is saying, is Phil about to play his Deadpool video again? No, but I'll put the link inside of the chat because I played it like 3 times last week. So
there you go. Speaking of play this trailer.
Let's get
Give
it.
me some Cobra Kai.
Absolutely. What the hell?
It's gonna get hard.
It's literally playing music from the Deadpool trailer.
Maybe we will play the Deadpool versus John Wick sneak peek trailer. Who knows?
I don't know what just happened right now. It's not letting me play this trailer either.
Oh, it's YouTube, I bet. Is it YouTube?
No.
Is it MeTube? No, YouTube. It's definitely YouTube.
No, I think I messed up on this one. We're gonna. Oh no, there it goes. Got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Damn it. Okay, hold on.
I mean,
this doesn't end up on the audio version of the
if
show.
you really want to play the Deadpool John Wick trailer, we can play the Deadpool John Wick trailer, dude.
I'm actually trying
it's
not
totally
to.
cool. We get it. We're excited too.
I'm trying to play this. I think we got it now though, so let's check this out.
We've been through a lot to get to this point, but now we're finally on the same page.
This turned into a big cast.
It really did.
They're gonna have to do something to whittle this down. Well, and why are they all white belts? Is that weird?
Kind of is actually.
The tournament is coming. Now is not the time.
It is actually weird that they're all white belts, considering that like the majority of them are actually.
I want to know what that's for. Training.
The majority of them are actually like like they've been fighting women.
Yeah.
How what could possibly go wrong?
By the way, I had to look it up. They're training for the Saikai Taikai tournament, the World Championships of Karate. Whoa, heyo. That platform is not OSHA.
It definitely isn't. Are they ready to beat up Canada?
Yeah. Isn't Ralph Macchio older than Mr. Miyagi was in the original film now?
He is now.
Pat Morita, by the way.
The thing about Pat Morita is, like, if you look at even Pat Morita when he was younger, he always looked old. So
yeah.
Like, look at Pat Morita on Happy Days, and like,
I know, right?
Old dude, like.
How does that work out? How do you get those Asian genes where you always look old?
I know,
right?
like it's like there's something about like either you're Asian and you never get old, or you're Asian and you're old from birth.
Yeah, he's old from birth. Oh, that's a good joke. You look old from birth.
You look old from when you were born.
Oh, that's good. I got to use that on somebody. Is that like from Pulp Fiction? The briefcase from Pulp Fiction? I don't get it.
Does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch to you?
Mr. Miyagi was in Pulp Fiction? Okay. All right.
Does Mr. Miyagi look like a bitch to you? Oh, man.
The one that says Mr. Miyagi, motherfucker.
Japanese, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I'm into this. I have loved Cobra Kai from the beginning. I almost got whatever it was called, YouTube Red.
Yeah.
Back in the day, just for this show. But once it hit Netflix, I was into it. I binged like the whole thing. I want to give this like 10 eagle fangs out of 10 bonsai trees. because I love me some Karate Kid and Cobra Kai.
Yeah, absolutely. I am gonna give this. I'm gonna give this 10 kids who are obviously at least brown belts, but still rocking white belts out of 10 really pissed off old dudes who come back to teach kids how to fight dirty.
Out of 10, Pat Morita's you're old from birth.
I was actually going for the original Cobra Kai dude, but right, like the pissed off old dude coming back to teach kids how to be angry. But
gotcha.
you know, because you have the calm old dude who passed away, rest in peace, Pat Morita, but just he was never young.
Never young. You're never young. You'll never be
Never
young.
You're never gonna be ever young.
Oh, we're horrible people.
But we are.
By the way, so July 18th, what is that, like 2 weeks? 2-ish weeks? 2-ish weeks.
Yeah.
I like it. Ready for the next one?
Oh, yeah. Give me a second here. Hold on. I got just realized. Shout out to Monkey Boy Productions.
Oh, you got to shout out Monkey Boy, huh? I see how it is.
Yeah.
Who was at Powerhouse, by the way?
They were. We should probably like screenshot this and send a picture and be like, hey, we're both rocking your hat right now.
Oh, this one's not Monkey. I have the exact same hat. I can go get it later. This one's not Monkey Boy, but I have that same hat you have.
Yeah.
This one's not the Mickey Mouse glove. You got the Mickey Mouse glove.
Gotcha.
But I also have a Monkey Boy Productions hat that I had to pay for like 3 years ago. Before we were cool. Now you are benefiting by getting free stuff. So shout out to Monkey Boy.
Shout out to Monkey Boy Productions. All right, let's get into this next trailer.
He does have cool hats though, but I do like it. Next one, this one's kind of interesting. This is Bando Stone and the New World. What the hell is this? It's by Donald Glover. It's one of his projects that he's been doing.
So
like on the side.
I can never say anything wrong about Donald Glover. He's amazing. So
what I like about him, he picks projects and he chooses projects that are not mainstream.
Yeah.
And this one is definitely an interesting twist. So let me give some backstory because it was like, what the hell is this? So Donald Glover takes on the role of Bando Stone, a famous musician who finds himself wandering through a world devoid of people. It seems the world as we know it has come to an end. On his journey, he comes across a woman and her child and team up with them to make their way through a dystopian post-apocalyptic world filled with giant squids, vicious emu-like birds, and strange alien-like lasers coming out of the sky. This is a trip to watch, but it is kind of interesting.
Every time he comes out with something new, it makes me upset that they canceled the Deadpool project he was working on.
I didn't even know he was working on a Deadpool project.
Yeah, he was doing a Deadpool cartoon on FX and they canceled it.
Oh, interesting. And by the way, just by looking at this film, because I watched this before, it's filmed at the Kualoa Ranch. So that's the ranch on, what is that, Oahu, where they film like Jurassic Park and like 51st Dates. So it's going to look super familiar. But let's check it out.
Let's check this out. What the hell? What the hell?
And by the way, there's no set date for this movie yet.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta fix something. This is the show would have been done on time, but
wow.
Yeah, I think I know what I did, and I'm gonna have to fix it here real quick.
Wow.
James, give me some filler.
Well, you're gonna fix it in post anyway, so we can talk smack about anybody. We can talk all the Pat Morita stuff because I don't want Pat Morita's family coming after us. I love Pat Morita. Back to Happy Days. He wasn't as old back then. but he still looked old. But he wasn't as old.
He was only half his age.
Mm-hmm. That can't be right. Like, Happy Days was what, the 70s? 80s?
Happy Days was the 70s.
70s. Holy crap. So long ago. He played Al. I remember watching that, and I'm like, what happened to Al Del Vecchio or whatever, the actual dude's name? Oh, has he always been Asian? It's not like I can go back and watch these. Reruns weren't a thing yet.
Sorry. Sandra just said we got two snorts out of her.
Ooh, well, I wonder what the two snorts were.
Oh, dude. Okay, so you because
no, I remember the snorts and her snorts.
I think it was because the Deadpool trailer played again.
Oh,
and it probably made her laugh. So
maybe that's our new soundbite, just the wah.
Which would not be hard for me to make. All right, I fixed it. So let's watch this trailer.
Hey. Whoa.
So he's just living in the jungle?
Yeah. In his like Doctor Who door.
Look, okay, hold on, what the fuck? The chicken's just running backwards.
Mm-hmm. Was it running backwards? I didn't even notice that.
It's running backwards, dude. Like, okay, so I love like film editing in that way because like they did a reverse scene and he's walking forward.
Yeah.
Who are you? It's me, Bando Stone.
Bando Stone. And look at that hat. Yes.
Wearing a spam hat. That is the most Hawaiian thing ever. Oh my god, look at those shorts.
Let your party monkey. All right, you don't know who I am. That's fine. You're gonna need help.
I really like Donald Trump.
You have to get to the other side of the island. We can only
I didn't realize RCA was working on movies now.
Because that's when everything.
I think that's
They're
the
not-
studio that he's on to.
Well, they're not making cassettes anymore, so
Yeah,
they gotta
right.
do something. See, this is where it gets weird.
What the shit?
hunt.
Yeah, what is this, right?
No,
Do you know how to
Giant squid?
no.
Some kind of laser spider web?
That's Jurassic Park emus.
Yep.
You're useless.
And the world ends. His mustache is getting me right now.
Like, I don't know what is that a comedy? Is it sci-fi? Is it horror? I don't know what to think of this movie.
Honestly, I think it's probably a combination of all of that just because it's Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Right? Donald Glover is a massive sci-fi nerd. He's all about comedy. I mean, he's a comedian. So I mean, like he's all about comedy and all that. I can't wait for the soundtrack. Oh my god, it's an entire soundtrack by Childish Gambino.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh and this is a straight up Donald Glover project. So I mean, like I'm so much more excited for this.
Yeah, me too. So how excited are you?
I'm pretty freaking excited, man. I would give this from the Ghostbusters with that mustache. Okay. I would give this, or I'm going to give this, I'm gonna give this 9 weird lasers appearing in the sky out of 10 backwards hey-heys walking around.
Hey.
Yeah, backwards hey-heys hanging around in the jungle / forests of Hawaii.
I like it. Yeah, I saw this and I'm like, you know what? I am into this. I just want to know what's happening. It's one of those trailers that got me. It's like, I just need to know what's happening. So I'm going to end up watching this movie. I give this 9 spam hats because now I want a spam hat.
Yeah.
Out of 10 throw up in your beard because he had some throw up in his beard.
In his mustache.
And he was ready to go after that.
Yeah, it looked like orange juice. That was disgusting.
Yes. And I'm all for it.
What did you eat?
I know. What is in that water?
What were you eating, Pono?
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep it moving. We got two more.
Yeah, two more. So what's the next trailer we got?
Hellboy, the Crooked Man.
Interesting, man. So this is a fan film, right?
I think it's a real film.
It's
So
kind of weird.
The movie is helmed by Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, and Crank co-director Brian Taylor. The script is written by franchise creator Mike Mignola and Chris Golden. Let's watch this. It
Yeah.
looks pretty cool though, because I like this feels dark and not so like Hollywoody. Like it feels more of a horror thing than a sci-fi thing.
Which is what Hellboy should be. So
Yeah.
And I mean, if it's written by Mike Mignola, I can never say his name. Mike Mignola. I mean, he wrote all the comics, so like him writing a movie, writing the movie. I mean, it can't be bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Story is based on the comics of the same name, and in that story, Hellboy teams up with a rookie PBRD agent named Tom Farrell and finds themselves stranded in 1950s rural Appalachia.
Oh my God, this already sounds like
the ding 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 ding.
Exactly. All right, let's check this out.
Wow.
Ketchup Entertainment. Yeah. What a name for your company. Of course, something's in the hills. The hills have eyes. Oh my God. I already don't like it.
Yeah, see?
I already don't like it.
Oh.
Smells like ass. Death.
Smells like ass. I need to get your take on Hellboy as well.
Yeah,
and what you think of
100% more like the comics, like already looking at it here. Just like the creepiness and the scariness of it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You got bit. You got. Yeah, I kind of think this is what Hellboy should be.
Yeah.
For the movies.
If you've ever read the comics, this is 100% exactly what the comics are like. It should be more horror. And I mean, like they tried to go for like a horror-esque kind of like feel in the original movies. But it never was like full-on horror movie as like the way it should have been.
Yeah.
And it's like I liked the original Hellboy movies. It's not that I disliked those. I love them. They were for what they were classics. But
yeah.
They
were big. They were a little bit bigger. They were Hollywoodish.
They were Hollywood.
Right?
They were very Hollywood, you know.
What did you think of Jack Kesey as Hellboy? Because he's not as big as what we're used to seeing on screen for Hellboy.
He's got the look, and that's the main thing, is that he looks like Hellboy. I mean, given with that, I would much rather have like a bigger Hellboy dealing with that kind of stuff. But I mean, if you look at the way Hellboy's drawn in the comics too, like he's not always like massively big. Like a lot of times, he's like skinnier, you know. So he does kind of have like that Hellboy look to him.
Yeah, I dig it. What are you thinking?
I definitely want to watch it. It's got the horror vibes that it should have. Just realized wrong banners on the screen. It definitely has the vibes that it should have. So I am gonna give this 9 hand keys to unlock the universe out of 10 banjos playing ominously in the background. And we know that weird Appalachia people are gonna kill me.
Appalachia.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd say Appalachia on this podcast, but yeah. I'm into this. I want to say give me 9 shaved off horns out of 10. You got lady, because that snake just bitch in the neck.
Absolutely, man.
Do we have a date? I forgot to see if we had a date.
No,
Hellboy
soon.
Later this year. Okay.
All right. Last trailer is near and dear to our hearts because this is from a friend of the show. who I talked to him a couple months ago and was like, bro, you got to come on the show. And he's like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I saw him on was that Comic Book Day? Yeah, I saw him on Comic Book Day. He said he's willing. He definitely wants to come back on the show. And when we posted about this, he was like, "Hell yeah, thanks for posting."
Yeah, I think he was telling me he has specifically he wanted to come on and I think he was saying like August or September because he's got a new book he's putting out.
Yeah, I think it's one of his books.
Yeah, he's got a book coming out. So shout out to Brandon McKinney because Brandon has got a new show coming out on the Max.
I know.
And
Second show, good for him.
Yeah, because his first show was a fucking hit. So I'm excited for a second one because the second one is a spinoff of the first one. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a little bit of Kite Man. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
So in the series, Kite Man and Gold Glider take their relationship to the next level by opening a bar in the shadow of Lex Luthor's Legion of Doom. This is going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be great, man. And just because Kite Man, it's funny because I was talking to him about like how he made Kite Man a character that nobody liked. And all of a sudden now he's like a massive, cool. Right. And I was like, a lot of it is obviously is the voice acting, but the way you drew him, man, and he was like, oh, I appreciate that. Like,
he's so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. All right, let's watch this one. And by the way, this one comes out on the 18th. Yeah.
July 18th, same
July
day.
18th. Ooh. Cobra Kai on July 18th. Kite Man, July 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Get my W ready. I'm going to be up all night. I like it.
Yeah, let's get it.
The Lee Trevinos for everyone. So funny.
It's and that's Keith David.
Yes,
in the voice 100%. That's Keith David.
Didn't he take over in Destiny 2?
He
for Lance
Reddick. So the new game came out and I haven't played it yet at all. I've been playing so many other games.
Mm-hmm.
And just I kind of fell off of Destiny, man. I need to play it just to kind of like end it though.
Are you a completionist?
I am.
You gotta finish it. All right, you'll get there.
Yeah, I'll end up getting there at some point.
Cool. I think that was the last trailer.
Yeah, so give me your rating, man.
Oh yeah 10 out of 10 Kite Man getting pissed on out of 10 Lee Trevinos because my new favorite drink is a Lee Trevino.
Lee Trevino. I'm gonna give this also 10 kites being shat on by plants in the heart area.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 10, I had something for this. 10 weirdly unstoppable watchable banes.
Yeah.
Unstoppably unwatchable or unstoppably watchable banes. There we go.
There you go.
That's right.
I like
it. So the actor saved the character. So yeah, it's great. I'm ready for this, man. Well, that is it for Lights Camera Reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the rest of the show. It is time to start some rumors.
I don't know when to...
I don't know where to get into.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I like it. Sewong is in the chat, right? That's Sewong?
Yeah.
Sewong, are you going to Silver Age?
He's not because he's going to anime.
Boo. Wait. Sewong was not at Powerhouse, huh?
No. He doesn't go to Klaus's girl shows.
Well, he needs to.
Exactly.
Maybe he was just late. You know, Sewong's always late for things. I think he was just late.
He got
okay.
2 hours after the show was done.
All right, let's get into some rumors.
Are you here?
From another galaxy far, far, far away, Lucasfilm's Ahsoka series introduced fans to an interesting new character in Star Wars, Baylan Skull, and the character was awesomely played by Ray Stevenson. Shout out to Ray Stevenson. After Stevenson sadly passed away, fans wondered how Dave Filoni and the creative team would continue that story without Stevenson. According to the rumor, Lucasfilm is looking for a new white man in his 50s, 60s, and is currently being sought to step into the role. Maybe they can get Pat Morita. Who tacos on the table? Who would you want to see play Baylan Skull?
Would have to be an older actor.
By the way, 100% tacos on the table that they're going to recast and do this, because I know there was some like maybe they're going to just drop the storyline, but I read a couple articles that were Filoni's like, I really have this all planned out.
Yeah,
we'll have to see what happens. So I think they're going to do it.
Yeah, no, my tacos are on the table that they are going to recast Baylan Skull. I know that they are, because he plays such a pivotal role, and like his story was obviously not done at the end of the series. So
it was like just starting,
right? As far as playing him, I don't know.
I know we're going to talk about him later, but like, and this is a big get, but like a George Clooney type would be kind of cool. But you know, maybe I don't know, maybe something a little bit bigger. Somebody
like,
a little bit.
See, my issue with George Clooney is George Clooney plays debonair and suave.
That's true.
Really well, but I don't know if he can play gravitas the same way that a Baylan Skull, or the same way I was gonna say a Baylan Skull. I don't know if he can do it the same way that Ray Stevenson played it. I think you would have to get a Shakespearean actor to go and take that role. Somebody who can deliver gravity in the role. You know what I mean?
Yes. You know who I'm thinking of? Oh, I can't think of his name. He was in Game of Thrones. God, what was his name? You know the guy? The guy from Game of Thrones?
There's a lot of guys in Game of Thrones, but I think are you talking about the dude who ran the Black Gate?
I think so.
Yeah.
What I literally just typed in Game of Thrones actor. God, I can't think of his name, but he's so good. He's in like everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can move on.
Yeah. No, and I hear where you're going with that. That makes sense. William Shatner. William Shatner is in his 90s. I don't know if he's gonna play Baylan Skull, man. I mean, that would be a role for Shatner in Star Wars, though. So, well, one person not playing Baylan Skull, Sidney Sweeny.
Oh, Sidney.
Sydney Sweeny, famous for Euphoria, White Lotus, Anyone But You, is moving forward in her career, taking on new roles, despite the flop that we don't associate ourselves with, Madam Web. One rumor is floating around that Sweeny is in talks to join a yet-to-be-revealed Star Wars project in which she would play a Jedi. We could see Sweeny alongside Daisy Ridley in her upcoming films, or she could be part of Dave Filoni's crossover event, or James Mangold's first Jedi story, because they're all in the works. So tacos on the table. Is Sweeny coming to Star Wars?
Ooh, I like this one. Tacos are definitely on the table. I think Sydney Sweeny is like, she's like a Hollywood actress, but like hasn't been used correctly yet.
Right.
Like she hasn't had that big role yet. So I could see her being inserted into Star Wars. Maybe she's like the next line of Jedi. Like maybe she takes the mantle instead of it being like a Rey trilogy. Maybe it's like a Sydney Sweeny trilogy or something like that.
Right. And if she's like a breakout character, then people are going to we want more of her, and that gives them a reason to make a whole, story with her, or to write her into more stories. So
yes, exactly. Exactly. I totally agree. All right. Speaking of, one person not playing Baylan Skull is Sydney Sweeny. No, wait, no, that's not it. George Clooney Played Batman in DC's 1997 film Batman and Robin, and we've even got to see him back in the role of Bruce Wayne in the last year's The Flash. A new report claims that Clooney is in talks with Marvel Studios for an undisclosed role. I could see that. So we've gotten Christian Bale, Batman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't we get another Batman?
We had Christian Bale.
Affleck was Daredevil.
But that was before Batman, though.
Yeah, but still, come on. Shout out to Eric in the chat. What's up, Eric? Has Robert Pattinson? No, he was in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm counting Batman.
That's been Marvel, yeah.
I'm counting Batman that have crossed over into DC. So the most popular theory seems to be that the multiverse variant of Nick Fury could be certainly introduced in the build-up to Avengers Secret War. There's also some speculation that he might be in line to play, this is for you, Dr. Doom.
Oh, okay. George Clooney as Dr. Doom? That would be dope because...
I get excited. All right, here we go.
No, that definitely gets me excited just because George Clooney, with the way that he acts and the way that he does everything, like he can, like I talked about it before, he can do suave debonair and all that, right? You kind of need that for Dr. Doom.
Yes. But I think he's a little old for Dr. Doom. I would like to see like a younger, maybe 40s-ish version of a George Clooney. You know what I mean? Like I want like somebody a little exactly his type, where like handsome, debonair, but just a little bit younger.
Yeah. Like I don't feel like he like I feel like he could do that character easily.
Yeah. By the way, the Game of Thrones guy I was trying to remember, Liam Cunningham, not Shadu,
Batman.
One. Yes,
he played Batman.
Yeah, Sir Davos.
Yes.
Davos in Game of Thrones. That's who I was talking about. Anyway, back to George Clooney. I kind of like the Doom idea, but I think the Nick Fury one would be cool because then it could jump off anything. Like, what if the next phase of the MCU is really in another universe, like another multiverse type thing, where we start to learn about like other characters than what we've been used to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, what if we get a Nick Fury from another universe, and all of a sudden it's Nick Fury putting together an Avengers team from another universe? That's kind of what would interest me.
I think that would be dope, man. I actually do like the idea of having him play like a older Nick Fury from another universe, and it's like it would fall in line with Nick Fury, kind of like not the Ultimates universe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, tacos on the table. Is George Clooney the new Samuel L? I think I know where my tacos are.
Like, I don't know if I would say that he is the new Samuel, but I can see him. I can see him playing that.
Or it would be kind of cool too. I'm just spitballing, no idea, no like set ideas, but like an older Captain America. I could see him doing like some kind of old Cap or something like that. Even though we've seen old Cap, but like a different version of old Cap.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, exactly. I see Say Wong in the chat. Power Morphing Con is big. Maybe a decade in Captain Marvelous are the selling points to pulling the trigger.
What about Power Morphing Con?
I don't know. I think he's going to Power Morphing Con. That's
we might be at Power Morphing Con.
Yeah, we may be at Power Morphing Con. We're not going to be. We're not going to be with these rumors because that was the last rumor.
That was the last rumor. So I'm actually trying to work on this right now. But before we get into the download, I've got a prize to give away.
Whoa, what? Okay.
Yeah, it's
What did I win?
It is prize time. Actually, James, you have one vote in this.
One guest appearance on the Distance Nerding podcast, The Download. Sweet.
Yeah. You have one. So all right. So
I
I'm
might need it.
currently filling it out right now, but you know what? I might as well put it on the screen so everybody can see it. It hasn't switched over yet, but I am putting names in here right now because I forgot to put the names in earlier. So White Tiger print. So James, I'm giving away the X-Men X-Jet, Lego X-Jet.
Oh, okay. All right. I like this.
And yeah, you do have one on this.
I don't know why, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Because you like the
Post.
The post.
I'm a gambling man. I like this. I'm going for the long shot.
All right.
So this is a Lego set, yeah?
It is a Lego set.
And how, like, you know how many pieces?
It's a big set, man. It's got I want to say it's like 1,000 pieces.
It's not bad. That's respectable.
Let's see, Lego X-Jet.
I think anything over like 600 is worth it. Other than that, it's like, this is a kid's toy.
I was wrong. It is 359.
Okay, that's a kid's toy.
It's a kid's toy.
No, but that's cool. It's a cool set. I dig that.
Yeah.
I think you get a Wolverine in there, yeah?
You get a Wolverine. You get the second version of Magneto. So the one with the giant M on his chest.
I like it.
Yeah. There's a Rogue. Who else is in this set?
You get the version of Magneto where he's just in like purple undies and he's like naked on like a big X. You get that version?
No, as much as everybody would want that. And then Cyclops is the other character in this one. Oh. Yeah, and I know that's the one. There's a lot of fans out there that wish that was the one.
I remember when that scene came on, I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching. Did somebody change the channel? What is this? Are you gonna spin it? You ready to do it?
Not yet. I'm realizing there's some names that were not on here. All right.
Okay.
I still have a whole crap ton of names to put on here. So hold on.
Okay. You know what is interesting though? I really like vehicles, and it feels like Lego is like their sets don't sell well unless it's like a vehicle. So if you see a lot of the sets that are out there, it'll put like Spider-Man in like a Jeep or something like that, just because people want like a vehicle to build or something like that. That's where I think Star Wars gets it right. They have all these different ships and vehicles and starships and cruisers. Like they're the ones that are making Lego some money. Because like Harry Potter, you got like one castle. What else are you gonna build? Like a broom? Can't build a broom.
I mean, I have the whole castle. Like I've got the big castle, but like no, you know what's cool about some of the Harry Potter kits that they've been making lately? They have the sorting hat. And the sorting hat actually like it'll actually sort you into a house. There's a button that you press on the top and it's one of the few kits that actually has like a whole speaker box on it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
okay,
and it sits there and it like you put the hat on and then because it's wearable, you put the hat on, press the button, and it actually talks and goes, "Huh? What house should you be in? Gryffindor."
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
You know, so I always thought that was a cool concept. I want to build it again. Because it talks, it's a little more expensive. And
wait, you have the hat?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Said it's a little more expensive. And you know, I want to get it. I've seen the kit. You know, it looks really cool. I've seen it in stores actually.
My son has the Stitch kit,
which is the kit that I gave away last month.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm staring at it. I'm like, he's not gonna mind if I build it, right? Like, what if I just build it real quick? He'll be happy. He'll wake up and then Stitch will be there. No, I don't think.
Dad, what the hell, man?
Yeah, that's my Stitch, bro.
All right, I've got it on here again. The three biggest contributors here, Mr. Mr. Marson, actually put a lot of work in trying to get on there. Madison Losoya, who won 2 giveaways ago, so she put a lot into this, and obviously DeLong Family Cosplay puts the most work into doing these, trying to win these giveaways. So you can see it right there on screen.
Wow. Okay.
Right there. So let's go ahead and give this a spin. See who wins this, and then we'll do a runner-up and see if I usually give away like a little minor kit, like a little smaller kit. So
okay, all right, let's do it.
Let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and randomize it a couple of times, and now let's spin it. Oh, I think it's gonna be DeLong Family Cosplay.
How do you know? Oh,
DeLong Family Cosplay.
Yay!
It actually pays off for them to have done so much work on this one, because
winner chicken dinner.
They did a shit ton of work on the Stitch one, and they didn't end up winning it.
Yeah.
They won everything else, right? Like they won all the mini kits, but they didn't win the grand prize for that one.
Well, now they're winning grand prizes, so this is good. Shout out to DeLong Family.
They got the
well
extra.
done.
Sandra, if you want to go wake up Bruce and let him know you just won the X-Jet. So for the runner-up, let me get back to the picker wheel right here. It's probably going to be Mr. Marson, because look how much he has.
You never know. Oh.
So he won the runner-up prize. All right.
Hey, putting in the work. Putting in the work.
Exactly. And it's funny because the reason that both of these individual, prize goers, he came out of bed already. The reason that they got so many points is because both of them subscribed on Twitch.
On Twitch, got it.
So not just followed, but they subscribed to us on Twitch.
I like it.
Which I gave an extra 100 points for anybody who subscribed on Twitch.
Let's do it.
And they were the only 2 that actually subscribed to us.
Awesome. See, and it pays off.
It pays off. So there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the winners for the prizes this month. I will get in touch with both. Well, obviously Sandra and DeLong Family Cosplay, you're on stream, so you guys know. And I also know where you guys live, so I will
just bring it to Silver Age.
I know, right? So that right there. But Mr. Marson, I will get in touch with him and let him know he won the runner-up prize. So
very nice.
All right.
Let's do some download.
That is that for that. We gave away some prizes. I purchased love of the fans here, because I am not afraid to buy your affection. So ladies and gentlemen, we will get it on Monday. Stalker. So let's jump back into this. Let's get into this, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for, where's my button? For
where's your butt?
The download.
For more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. Let us know what you're nerding out on. Okay, let's dive into it. Don't fall asleep. Freddy's coming down the street. Horror movie icons John Carpenter and Robert Englund will be getting stars on the iconic Hollywood Walk of Fame. How cool is that? Joining the fellow horror legends Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney, and Bela Lugosi. Good for them.
Love it.
Variety details more than 30 new stars will be added to the Walk of Fame in the categories of motion pictures, television, live theater, live performance, radio, recordings, and sports entertainment. I didn't know they do radio and recordings and stuff. The Hollywood Walk of Fame class of 2025 will also include, let's see, John Carpenter, Jessica Chastain, Robert Englund, who we mentioned, Emilio Estevez, Colin Farrell, Jane Fonda, Nia Long, and Lisa Liu. All right. That's on the motion picture side. On television, Fran Drescher, Bill Nye, Molly Shannon, Trey Parker, and Matt Stone are getting some kind of double ceremony. Good for them.
Fran Drescher. It's funny because she's the president of the
SAG.
SAG.
Yeah.
She's just now getting her star.
Hey man, she got him a new deal, so good for her. Yeah. Let's see recordings. Fantasia, Depeche Mode, Los Bukis, Simone. The B-52s, Green Day, the Isley Brothers, Busta Rhymes, George Strait, Keith Urban, War, and Prince are all getting stars.
I love it, man. Some of those artists, I'm just like, wow. Like the B-52s, Depeche Mode, War, Prince, Green Day. You know, look, that's a pretty big deal.
Yep. If you sold a CD, maybe you'll end up on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So goes to show you, Freddie's dreams do come true.
Oh yeah. So moving on, can you kill a Terminator with a lightsaber? Well, we might find out sometime soon. Rosario Dawson has joined Timothy Oliphant in Netflix's upcoming anime series Terminator Zero. Dawson, who played Ahsoka, will take on the role of Kokoro, an advanced AI and Japan's answer to Skynet. The first season will consist of 8 episodes, and Terminator Zero will need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle when it lands on Netflix August 29th, 2024. James, give me your best Arnie saying that line.
Give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle when it lands on Netflix August 29th, 2024. Aye. Aye. Do it. Aye in my side. Aye. No. All right. Gollum has some precious updates on the Batman Precious. Yeah.
Yes, precious.
Batman star Andy Serkis has offered an update on when production will kick off for the upcoming sequel, The Batman 2. During a panel at Ace Superhero Comic-Con, Andy Serkis was asked about the movie, and he said, basically, I know nothing about the movie other than that I've just found out that we're probably likely to be starting filming early next year. The Batman Part 2 is set to swing into theaters October 2nd, 2026.
It's exciting. Can't wait for it. Moving on to fairy tale news. Disney's controversial Snow White remake has finally wrapped production after a long 2-year shoot of starts and stops. As of November 2023, the production costs for Disney's live-action Snow White remake were $168.2 million, not including post-production costs. Snow White will hi-ho her way into theaters on March 21st, 2025.
Oh, that's good. Makes me happy. Let's squeeze in some anime news. Crunchyroll has acquired Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle. I screwed up on Infinity Castle, and will be released in theaters as a trilogy of films. It's kind of big, huh?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I remember I watched Demon Slayer because we did a show and everybody was like gravitating towards the Demon Slayer pops that you had.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, why does everybody love this so much? I need to go watch this. Watched it and was like, okay, I'm hooked. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like, you go to the mall nowadays, now that there's a lot of malls, but you go to malls and there's not really toy stores anymore, but there's like Japanese centric stores or like anime stores, and like half of it's Demon Slayer robes. And like the green and black checkered robes. It's like a wall of just like, here's the robes.
Yeah, and that's we see so much Demon Slayer cosplay
Yeah.
at the at any show that we go to.
It's like Jordans. It's like that's the new Jordans, is like a Demon Slayer robe.
Yeah.
The anime movie will be distributed by Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures Entertainment worldwide, excluding some Asian territories and Japan. I think somebody else is distributing it over there. But I do have a Demon Slayer Opsis Kimetsu no Yaiba synopsis.
Demon Slayer Opsis Kimetsu no Yaiba synopsis.
Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba is based on the manga series created by Gotogi Koyoharu. The story follows Kamado Tenjiro, a boy whose family is killed by a demon, and he joins the Demon Slayer Corps, and his mission is to turn his young sister Nezuko back into her human after she was transformed into a demon. No date when the trilogy will slay Queen into theaters.
Slay. Now in Hadouken news, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Legendary Pictures and Sony Pictures have announced that their live-action Street Fighter movie will be released in theaters on March 20th, 2026.
Oh, all right. Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. So Street Fighter the movie, which is not going to have Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. The Street Fighter movie will be Hadoukening into theaters in 2026.
Good for you. Nice recovery.
Yeah.
You saved me. That was the hot tag. That was the hot tag. That was good. Right. We're powering through this. We're getting to the big top news. Director Ridley Scott and his Scott Free Productions company are developing a feature film based on O, the water-based Cirque du Soleil show of the same name. So, have you seen O? It's in Vegas, or was in Vegas.
So we couldn't get tickets. We were trying to go see it when we went to Vegas last, and we could not get tickets to it.
It's still playing though, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's been playing for like 2 decades.
Yeah,
it's nuts, but
it's still in super demand. So went to go when we went to Vegas, we were like, let's try and get tickets to O, and it was like super sold out.
Sucks for you, but now you can go see the movie. The Serkis Group is launching its own entertainment studio and has hired former CBS and WWE executive Susan Levinson to run it. Interesting. So Cirque du Soleil is opening like a production company. O is the first project to be revealed, with Scott developing it as a feature film. So I've always wondered why they don't take these shows and do something with them, because people love them, but you never see them on any kind of streamer.
Yeah.
You never really saw the DVDs or whatever being sold. I was always wondering, like, this is always so popular and for an adult demographic, like, why don't they do more with this stuff? But now I guess they've just been waiting to do this.
Yep.
The show is held at the Bellagio in Las Vegas. Takes place above a 1.5 million gallon pool of water, and includes synchronized swimming in the theater, which is designed to resemble a 14th century European opera house. For those of us that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
The new studio division is designed to produce long form content based on Cirque du Soleil's DNA and IP. Dude, they got all this IP and they've just been sitting on it for like 20 plus years.
Right. No, and it's I've always thought, like, how do you make a Cirque du Soleil show into a movie or something like that? But I guess, they could just do like the show on screen,
Yeah, they can pull a Hamilton and do
right.
like Hamilton.
Right,
or
right.
They could immerse you into the world and do it, say, like, I don't know, Alice in Wonderland or something like that. But disclaimer, no clowns were drowned or harmed during this news story, even though I wouldn't mind drowning a clown or two because clowns are scary. All right.
So let's jump into some more substantive stories here.
So
Star Wars. Wait, no. Marvel?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No. DC?
No.
Wait, no.
Nope.
Lord of the
No.
Shit, is this new IP?
What? No way.
Dude. Okay, yeah. No. Universal Pictures acquired the rights to the Boom Studios graphic novel series A Vicious Circle, created by Terminator Zero showrunner and the Batman Part 2 Mattson Tomlin and artist Lee Bermejo. Black Panther director Ryan Coogler is producing the project.
Wow.
So it's a big deal. Let's just throw this out there. Given that it's new IP that's getting stuff that's not within the realm of stuff that we already know. So guys,
yeah, so it's not DC, it's not Marvel, it's not Star Wars. So it's kind of different.
Right. So we got an opsis here.
Oh, you do have an opsis. It is a vicious opsis circle synopsis.
A vicious opsis circle synopsis. The IP is described as John Wick meets Looper and a two-hander action thriller about assassins from the future hunting each other through time. In the story, Sean Thacker is a trained assassin from the future who seeks revenge on the only other man with his affliction. Each life they take forces them both to involuntarily travel between vastly different pasts and future eras, spanning from 22nd century Tokyo to 1950s New Orleans to the Cretaceous era and beyond. The two mortal rivals are locked in the battle of wits and wills that spans millions of years, all to alter the course of history. The first issue of the series was nominated for 2 Eisner Awards, including Best Single Issue, One Shot, and Best Painter Multimedia Artist for Bermejo. No time frame when A Vicious Circle will get into theaters, but cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, that sounds kind of interesting. It looks like it kind of reminds me of like Cable versus God, why did I just lose his name? Bishop, like Cable and Bishop fighting through time.
Oh yeah,
or something like that.
It's interesting because it is something that's like a new IP. I kind of it's kind of a trip because it seems like what's going on based on, because I haven't read the graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like whenever they each life they take, so it seems like every time they kill somebody, they travel to another era. So I wonder if it's these are people who are designated as we need to kill them in order to save the universe, to save the future.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever agency they work for is sending them to the next job and they don't know where they're going.
Yeah, kind of cool. Kind of John Wick meets Quantum Leap, something like that. Yeah,
I said John Wick meets the Looper.
Okay, I like it. Okay.
Sandra Betty said it looks like Cable and Jax Teller to me.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, from new IP to old IP, are you not entertained? Paramount Pictures recently revealed several photos of Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2, which features the first look at all the main characters of the film. These come from Vanity Fair, who also offer up a lot of story and character details as well. Did you see the photos?
I have. I actually have them all on here, so I'm gonna skip through them after I do the intro right here.
When I first heard that they were doing a Gladiator 2, I'm like, don't do that, don't ruin it. But then after just seeing these photos, I'm all in. I'm all in. I love the first Gladiator.
Well, where a lot of this kind of goes in, because it was already historical fiction, right? Because,
yeah.
They took a lot of liberties with the characters that some of those characters are based on.
Mm-hmm.
But this is supposed to be Commodus's nephew, so the kid that was in the movies, and it's supposed to be him as an adult, but the time that it takes place in like Roman history
Mhm.
was like 1,000 years after that this time.
Okay.
Right. So because this is supposed to take place during the reign of the four emperors, which was
Oh.
way later on.
Speaking of that, I do have a Maximus Opsius Decimus Meridius Synopsius.
Oh, okay. Maximus Opsius Decimus Meridius Synopsius. Synopsis.
I like that one. The story takes place years after Maximus gave his life upending the leadership of the decadent and corrupt society. The sequel centers on Lucius, the son of Lucia, and the nephew of Commodus, the son of Roman leader Marcus Aurelius, who murdered his father and seized the throne. Gladiator 2 begins with Mezcal's Lucius living in a peaceful life with his wife and child until conquerors from his homeland begin to encroach. Gladiator 2 enters the arena on November 22nd.
I'm the same way with you, man. I was not into this until kind of hearing what the story was supposed to be and just kind of like going back to suspending my disbelief, like suspension of disbelief in this, knowing that it's like, it's entertainment. It's they're building on legends and creating new characters within this universe that it's not necessarily accurate to fiction, but it's they're taking liberties with fictional like historical figures.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with historical fiction like this as long as they tell a good story and
Right.
it's fun and it's exciting. Just like you tell a World War II Band of Brothers story, it doesn't have to be exactly real. As long as it feels authentic, I think we're good.
We stop on this picture right here and it's just like, is this Game of Thrones?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Right.
No, he's got both eyes. It's not Game of Thrones.
It's actually nice to see him in like period a period costume again.
Yes,
because
exactly.
everything that he's been in has been like more futuristic or modern. So it's like to see him in something that's a little more historical, like bringing him back to that Game of Thrones that made him famous. Like I love seeing Pedro Pascal like this.
Yeah, totally. I just like seeing him in like action roles, versus like Mandalorian, where it's like I hear his voice, but it's like I know that's not you under the helmet. I know that's Brandon Wayne,
right?
Doing all the stunts. So good for you getting out there with a sword.
Just Pedro. To comment on this again, I do love that DeLong family cosplay. That's Jeff DeLong saying, "Did he just yeet that sword?"
Yeet.
Oh man, it's good. It's good. I like it. So, with that being said, it's time for some clobbering news. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige recently offered an update on the Fantastic Four, confirming the film will indeed be set in the 60s in an alternate reality, and he also announced when the film will start shooting. We start shooting at the end of July. End quote. The day after Comic-Con International San Diego is the first day of filming for Fantastic Four. So the movie will start shooting midsummer in England, and Fantastic Four will flame on into theaters on July 25th, 2025.
Interesting. Well, I think he said that maybe production starts right after San Diego Comic-Con versus shooting. So we'll have to see. But it makes me wonder what's going to happen for like Comic-Con. Are they going to have announcements or anything like that? Because speaking of Marvel and Comic-Con, Marvel Studios is set to return to Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con in July, where the studio will put on a fun panel to get fans hyped for the lineup of movies and TV shows they're going to release. Marvel Studios ditched the event last year. Really sad. So fans will be happy they are returning. I think everybody was gone last year, right?
Yeah, nobody went to Comic-Con last year. And I mean, like that's also the reason why there's so many like major cons that are kind of shutting down.
Yeah. So no word on what Marvel has in store, but some of the projects that have been in production are Captain America, Brave New World, Thunderbolts, Agatha all along, Agatha, Ironheart, and more other projects that have been working that we know are Blade. Maybe we'll get a Blade update. The next two Avengers films and Wonder Man. I always forget about Wonder Man.
Which they wrapped Principal on already.
Already? Holy cow.
They wrapped Principal on that like last month, man.
That is nuts. That is nuts. Maybe we'll get our first like official look at San Diego.
With Yahya Abdul Mateen the third.
Yeah.
Playing Wonder Man.
What do you think? I mean, Deadpool is coming up the same weekend, right, as San Diego Comic-Con. So Deadpool Wolverine comes out in theaters, so that'll be that Thursday. San Diego Comic-Con starts on Friday. And then Fantastic Four starts shooting after that. What do you think the odds are that Ryan Reynolds is going to show up at Comic-Con?
Oh, he's going to be there for sure.
You think so?
Ryan Reynolds, he doesn't go every year, but he'll go since the first Deadpool movie. He randomly goes to Comic-Con in his Deadpool costume.
Oh my gosh.
And he'll just walk around the con, like no one with him. And like people are just like, that guy sounds oddly like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Like sweet Deadpool outfit.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me once. The first time we went to LA Comic-Con, somebody was like, are you Ryan Reynolds? I'm like, I'm very honored that you think that I'm that hot, but I've got a dad bod. I'm not I'm not Ryan Reynolds at all.
No, that's awesome.
Never have that bod.
This year, San Diego Comic-Con will run from July 25th through the 28th, meaning the Marvel Studios could have its presentation on the 27th, which is the Saturday.
Right.
So they'll probably have the Saturday Hall H. That's the big one. They'll have the main event kind of thing.
Right.
I think so. If you're going to ask me what they're going to do, I think they're going to talk about Fantastic Four because that's the next big one that's coming.
Yeah, I feel like Fantastic Four is something that they're gonna do. Like probably they may have like promo pictures for it. But I think like like an update on Ironheart's probably a big deal. We'll probably get a trailer for Agatha all along because that's been wrapped.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We'll probably get a trailer for Thunderbolts. We'll probably get a teaser for Brave New World. Like there's a lot of stuff. Like hopefully there's more solid news on Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I hope they just give some direction on Blade. Because it's been so up in the air. Like hopefully something's going right with that project.
Right. The other thing is there's a good chance they're probably gonna kind of either talk about what's going on with the phase 5.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, are we pivoting and moving to another direction and pivoting away from Kang? Have we recast Kang? Are we bringing Jonathan Majors back? Because, are we bringing Jonathan Majors back because Jonathan Majors is getting roles again?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to? Are they gonna Are we course correcting phase 5 or are we changing everything completely? I think he's going to give us. I think Feige's going to give us more kind of direction on what is happening with Marvel now.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. This is a perfect opportunity to right the ship, so to speak, and put all the issues that they've dealt with behind them and move forward with like, this is us. This is the Marvel. This is the MCU, and this is what we're going to bring you. Fantastic Four, Agatha, Blade, all that stuff, and kind of to reinforce that, like, hey, we know what we're doing. No need to have, be tired of superhero movies. We got it. We know what we're doing. Just get excited. So come on, Feige, don't let us down.
Absolutely don't let us down because we are excited for all of this stuff. You know what we're really excited for on
what else are we excited for?
We are excited for the fact that we have merch, people.
Oh. We got merch, people. I like that. That's good. Nice segue. Actually, DeLongs have merch. DeLong has hat for $35. So if you want a used distance nerding hat, go check out the DeLong family. Maybe maybe young Phil will sign it one day and autograph it for you. But until then, we should look into more hats. By the way,
Yeah.
We got shirts, people.
We got shirts, people.
We got the black logo shirt. We got the gray character shirt. That's just in time for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Come on, come get it. So all you got to do is DM us, just message us on, say, Instagram.
Shout out to Eric Ruiz and the now defunct
Lucharillas.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Rocking the Lucharilla shirt right now.
Yeah, you can't get a Lucharilla shirt or a Distance Nerdarilla shirt. So get yourself a character shirt. Get yourself a Unipool shirt. Just DM us. Let us know what sizes you're looking for, how many you're looking for. We'll get it to you. We'll have them at the cons too. Come get them at a con.
Yeah, and you get a discount if you buy it at the con. So guys, come and get it at the con and come and hang out with us at the con.
There you go. Get some stickers. Shout out to Geek Saga. They just got us some new stickers. So we're excited. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's do it all day. Let's talk schedule, people. Schedule Mondays. Game on with myself, Young Phil, from 8 to 12. I actually played it from 10 to 2 on Monday just because I had some work issues that were going on. So
because it's Pacific time and it's easier. Yes, exactly, you're right. Thank you.
But we've been playing the Mad Max game. It is a fun game, just running around the wasteland, fixing my car, and as Aaron Watson would say, I'm raiding people's raves and then just killing them for no reason.
All right.
They were just hanging out over there, and then just Phil runs in and just kills everybody. I'm like, well, that's Mad Max.
That's how it works. I like it.
Exactly. So that's what I'm playing right now. Tuesdays, the download, the show you're watching right now, typically from 6:30 to 8:30. Now we decided to do the show a little bit later, from 8 to 10. We're done a little bit early, but I mean, like, I don't know. Let us know how you guys feel about the time change. If you feel that we should keep the time at this time, or if we should go back to 6:30.
I'm sorry. Did I keep us on track? Look at me go.
No. And when it's just me and you, we knock out everything in an hour and a half.
Oh, it's so good.
And we went on tangents, and we had technical difficulties, and I gave away prizes.
Wow.
We got a lot done today, man.
Yeah.
We could have done a whole episode of the breakdown and still got it done on time.
I'm proud of us.
Talked about the Acolyte, right? Thursday.
Acolyte.
I
Acolyte night.
Oh, I'm about to go watch it right after this, man.
Okay.
I know we haven't talked about it on the show, and we should probably do a breakdown show pretty soon. But for those of you out there, Acolyte is badass. If you don't like it, that's on you. But episode 5, hands down, one of the best fight scenes in Star Wars ever.
Ever.
And it's funny because you have these dudes online that are looking for excuses to hate on it, but like this one dude, like everybody's opinion online changed real hard after that episode. But I've already seen videos of guys like, if this were a real fight, they wouldn't do that, and they wouldn't do this, and real sword fighters, and like, it's fucking Star Wars. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and like I heard, can one dude take out that many Jedi? If you think about it, those Jedi are only like Academy Jedi. Like they may be full on Jedi, but like they don't really see action.
Yeah, and they haven't seen Sith, and then people complaining about like, whoa, he called himself a Sith. No, he said a Jedi Master would call me a Sith.
Yeah.
He didn't say that he was Sith. In my opinion, I think he's a part of the Knights of Ren, but we'll find out more. And for those of you who have seen the episode 6, and if he reveals anything there, I haven't watched it yet, so
no spoilers. Okay.
Yeah.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to listen on the Facebook group, the Distance Nerding Post, because we got to go watch the Acolyte.
Before we go, so Thursdays we normally do the build from 6 to 8. And it's on Twitch and YouTube. Come and hang out with us. We build Lego and everything like that. I just finished the Batmobile. I'm going to be building Luke's land speeder when we come back. Obviously, we're not going to do a show on this Thursday because it's 4th of July. So I'm
in America
off. Merca. It's Merca Day. So this is my, I had to go back to give everybody a chance, let everybody know we aren't doing a show on Thursday. We will be back to our regular schedule next week.
And it's hot as hell here in Sacramento, so your Legos are melting.
Literally.
So
literally. Yeah. So with that, go ahead, James.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on. Make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the show, best way you can do that is heading over to distancenerding.com. Head over to the top of the page. You see a big button that says Join the Taco Party. Join the Taco Party! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Join the Taco Party. It's the best way to support the show. Helps us get better prizes. Helps us go out and do more shows. Of course, the other way you can support us is if you follow us on Twitch. Sorry, and then subscribe on Twitch. If you subscribe on Twitch, that also helps us out a lot. Remember, guys, you don't have to spend your money because if you have Twitch Prime, which comes with Amazon Prime, you can give us a free subscribe. So you can do that.
Wait, what? It comes with Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon Prime comes with Twitch Prime. So if you link your Amazon Prime account to Twitch, you get Twitch Prime, and every month you get a free subscription.
Now, I guess it's by email, yeah?
Yeah, it's by your email.
Okay, because I use a different email. I'll figure it out.
No. So you can link a separate account. You just have to tell the Twitch account which Prime account you're using.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they know you can. You a lot of times people will have different Twitch accounts than their Prime accounts. So
sweet. Then I'll do that.
Yeah, you just log into your Amazon account.
America, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. So with that being said, connect with us on all of the social media places, everywhere that it exists. At Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's not X. We will never call it X. It's always going to be Twitter. Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and Jahmez's glasses just seductively staring at you on the table, judging you for everything that you do.
And it's on X.
ASMR. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would completely consume us and spit us out at the feet of George Clooney. George Clooney coming to Marvel as, something along those lines, or maybe Demon Slayer.
There you go.
Yeah, it can spit us out on at the feet of Commodore Tanjiro. There you go.
I like it
right there. Send us an email at dist.
Seriously though, Pacific time. All these other time zones make no sense. Yeah, it's just like kilometers and kilometers and kilomeasures and all this other stuff. I don't get it. Just Pacific time, everybody. Let's all work on Pacific time, and then we're good.
Just do Pacific time, specific time, and that's it. That's all we need.
It just makes it easier. Unless we go to Hawaii and then we're on Hawaii time, even though they're in the Pacific. So shouldn't they be on Pacific time versus Hawaii time?
But it's because they're like so far away from everybody else. So.
But if anybody's called Pacific time, do you think the one place that's surrounded by the Pacific Ocean should be called Pacific time specifically?
You're not wrong. And it's nerding at AOL.com, and we will read it on air. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it from us.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
That is it from us, ladies and gentlemen.
I like it. We did good job. We'll see everybody. Happy 4th, everybody. And thanks. Keep nerding together.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dance party. Let's get this going.
What am I going to do? Greedo. Get in there, Greedo. Monkey boy.
Distance nerding.
Look at these itty bitty pops. They're so itty bitty. Look at itty bitty Greedo. He's almost cute. Oh, what the heck? What is that?
Piggy bank.
Random. Look at itty bitty Greedo. He's like the one green Star Wars alien that you're not supposed to like. Shot first, I did.
Shot first, I did.
That lion looks like he can be in Star Wars with his green mane.
We'll see everybody on Monday.